For today's project, we are creating some handmade ornament hangers, and we're using an assortment of beads from the Baby It's Cold Outside mix from Jessie James Beads. You're going to need a couple of tools for this. You're going to need your small bell making pliers, your large bell making pliers, a pair of regular chain nose pliers, your cutter tool, and your artistic wire mandrel tool using the round mandrel attachment. You're also going to need 6 inches of 16 gauge wire. I'm using silver because it matches really well with the beautiful silver and blue that's in this Baby It's Cold Outside mix. So let's get started. I'm going to show you 2 really easy ornament hanger ideas. We're going to use our small bell making pliers. We're going to use the smallest mandrel on the pliers to grab the end of our 6-inch piece of wire and turn a loop. Once you've created that loop, then you want to grab your large bell making pliers and place the wire into the pliers, and you're going to use the larger bell on the pliers and guide the wire around. This is going to create a shepherd's hook. So when you take it off of the tool, this is what you've got. Now, this is going to be the section where you attach it to the branch of your Christmas tree. So now what we want to do is we want to come in with our chain nose pliers and grab that wire about a 1/2 of an inch or a 1/4 of an inch below the little shepherd's hook. And we just want to make a slight crook or bend in the wire. This is going to help to hold our beads in place so that they don't slide all the way up into the rounded part of our shepherd's hook. Next, you want to pick an assortment of beads. I usually use 2 or 3 beads for this project, but if you wanted to use more beads, you could use an 8-inch section of wire instead of a 6-inch section of wire. Go ahead and thread your beads onto your piece of wire. Once you've added your beads to the wire, now it's time to make another turn in the wire to keep those beads in place. So bring in your chain nose pliers, grabbing the wire right next to that last bead and give it a slight bend in the wire. Next, you want to take your small bell making pliers again and come to the other end of the wire and create another small loop using the smallest mandrel on the tool. Now you want to bring in your artistic wire mandrel tool. I'm going to use the 23mm section of this tool to create a loop in my wire, or rather a hook, a very large hook. So you want to come up, this is the 3rd tier from the bottom on the mandrel tool. Place the wire on the tool and just guide the wire around to create a nice round shape. Once you've taken it off of the mandrel tool, you can shape it more with your fingers to get the exact shape that you want. This larger portion is where you're going to hang your ornament once you have it hanging on your Christmas tree. So this is just example number 1. Let's move on to example number 2. For the next ornament hanger, we're going to start the exact same way. We're going to use the small bell making pliers to create that loop right at the end using the smallest mandrel portion of the tool. And again, we're going to come in with our large bell making pliers and create that shepherd's hook. Same steps as before. You want to come in with your chain nose pliers and create a little bend in the wire about a 1/2 an inch down from your shepherd's hook, just to ensure that your beads are not going to fall off of the wire. Thread on the beads that you want to use for this hanger, and then come back in with your chain nose pliers and create another bend in the wire to lock those beads in place. Now we're just going to create a matching shepherd's hook that looks exactly the same as the one on the top down at the bottom. So to do that, we're going to bring in our small bell making pliers and turn a loop at the end of our wire. Once you've created the loop at the bottom of your wire, you want to bring in your large bell making pliers and create that shepherd's hook using the larger bell of the pliers. Now you have a second ornament hanger that is perfect for hanging your ornaments on the tree. With just a few tools and some great beads from the Baby It's Cold Outside mix from Jessie James Beads, you can easily create an assortment of ornament hangers, and you can get really creative with these. Using the tools that you already have, you can create some wonderful wire shapes that are perfect for hanging your ornaments from.